Hi, I'm India Galyean, and every year at Christmas time, I like to make a gingerbread house. And I know people are intimidated by them, but we're going to make this really easy so you can do it, because I promise this is going to be something that you'll brag about to your friends and you'll want to do every year. So we're going to start off by making the gingerbread. You could buy a kit, but this is so easy you're going to want to do it yourself. We're going to start with 6 cups of all-purpose flour. You're just going to dump all this in a mixer. It's like making cookie dough. So 6 cups of all-purpose flour, a teaspoon of baking soda, half teaspoon of baking powder, 2 sticks of unsalted butter, a cup of dark brown sugar, 4 teaspoons ground ginger, 4 teaspoons ground cinnamon. Now this has a lot of spices in it. A teaspoon and a half of salt, 2 large eggs, and a cup and a half of molasses. You put everything in the mixer, mix it up, and then you're going to chill it after it comes out. So while my dough was chilling in the refrigerator, which took about an hour, I went ahead and started working on my template. I took this out of a book. You can find these all over the internet if you want to get really creative, but you're going to need a template of some kind, but you don't need an architecture degree, okay? So I've got just the front of the house here, and what I've done, I've taken out my ball of dough, put it on a floured surface, rolled it out to about 1/8, maybe 1/4 of an inch thick, just like making cookies. I'm going to take my template, place it on top of the dough. I'm using a little sharp knife here and just cut it out. Okay. And you can get as fancy with this as you want to. I mean, you can get, this is a really simple template. Okay. There we go. So you can see how it's going to be. All right, so after you get all your template pieces cut out, you're going to transfer them to a cookie sheet. And we're going to put it in the oven at 350 for about 15 minutes. Just let it get somewhat firm. So it's just like baking cookies. While your dough is baking, we're going to mix up what I call the glue, which is also the little snow part of the house. It's the icing. It's called royal icing. And the way to do it's very simple, 2 ingredients. It's 3 egg whites. Just whip them by hand or in a mixer till they're frothy. And then slowly mix in about 5 cups of powdered sugar or confectioner's sugar, okay? And you're going to get this gluey icing, which we're going to use very liberally, and this is going to hold your house together. I don't use any glue gun on mine. There's no need to. So the dough's been in about 15 minutes. Yeah, that's just right. Very carefully transfer it to this wire cooling rack. Let it get nice and cool. Take your time there. Okay. Okay, we're in construction phase. We're ready to go. We've got all the pieces of the house and it's time to put it together. You're gonna have to have a base for your house, okay? What I've used is just a cardboard cake base. I think I got this at Walmart. You could even drill a hole in it so you could put a little light up in it so it could be all fancy. But we're using just a cardboard base just to give you the basics here. And we're gonna pick up our glue, which is also royal icing, okay? And we're gonna start construction. Here I'm just going to pipe the bottom, just the very bottom right here with the big tip, and you can be messy. Okay, this is not an exact science. Of course it would be to my husband. But I'm just being nice and liberal with it so it looks like a real snowy village, and just squish it down here. Let's just hold it here. You might need a little friend to help you, especially this one is slanted. I might have to call in the reserves. Hey Ava. Do you like to build gingerbread houses? Yes, okay. Okay, I'm gonna get you to hold this for me, okay, so I can pipe. Hold that right there and hold it, perfect. And we can go over and cover this up, but remember this is glue. That's how we're thinking of this. Okay, you got continue like so, because this gingerbread doesn't weigh anything. So here we go, just using this as glue all around anything that's gonna touch. Big and globby, see, then it just looks like a little alpine chalet. can do little icicles hanging off there. There we go. So this is it. This gives you your basic gingerbread, and you can go to town on this. You can crush up little candies and melt them in the oven and use it for stained glass windows. You can put a little chimney with cotton candy coming out for smoke. But more than anything, don't be afraid. Build a gingerbread house, enjoy it, make some memories, make it a tradition.